We've got a very controversial topic today. Daisy Jones and the Six. Is it a woman's book? I'm so confused right now. Sorry. Okay, so the other week I got Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid recommended to me. And I was like, this is a girl's book. I'm not going to read this.
Why would I read a girl's book?
Why would I
give up my masculinity
to this?
Hey.
They were like, no, like it's not a girl's book. I was like, well, I'm pretty sure this is a girl's book. It's an Amazon TV show. It got nominated for a bunch of Golden Globes. And so I was like, you know what, screw it. Like, I'll read it. It's got like this little patch that it's like a part of Reese Witherspoon's book club, which was also a little demoralizing for me. It's written by Taylor Jenkins Reid, who like wrote all these girl books. I read it, and we'll get to that part in a second. I was looking, I was like, is Daisy Jones and the Six a girl's book? There were all of these comments, and it's like,
I don't know that books had genders.
There were people arguing that there aren't such things as girls and guys books. I would beg to differ. I think there is books that are written for women, and there's books that are written for men. The John Grisham books are not written for women. I mean, women can read them, but they cater to a male audience. Anyways, this can be read by men. I really enjoyed it. I watched the show after reading the book, and I actually, for one of the first times ever, liked the TV show or movie adaptation better than the book. There was a lot more that happened. There were a lot more subplots in the show than there were in the book. There is artistic genius in this book that I discovered. So the entire book is written as like an interview style. It's not like your typical fiction book where it's just this happened and this happened. It actually is a dialogue, but they're not talking to each other. They're talking to the interviewer, and the interviewer's telling them what the other person said. But I'd say if you don't want to waste your time reading this book, you don't have to watch the TV show. It definitely enhanced my experience watching the show. So if you're going to watch the show and you have time, read the book. And I got so mad when the Golden Globes happened. All of the winners in that category were from Beef.
No, God!
But watch the show, read the book. If you're going to read the book, listen to the audiobook on Audible with it. All of like Daisy and Billy and Graham and all of them have their own voices. Things wouldn't have connected as well as they did if I hadn't read along on Audible. You better listen at like 1.5 speed because you'd probably be reading this for the next year. It seemed really long. The show was like an 8.5 out of 10. The book was like a 7/7.5 out of 10, which is pretty good. It wasn't my favorite thing that I've read. I wasn't really hanging on like to the edge of my seat. It's just so weird. It would have to be phenomenal to do that with the way it's written. You already kind of know everything that happens because they're talking in the future. I don't know. It's kind of confusing, but it is beautifully written. And I would say that this book can be for men. I would not say it's a men's book by any means. I would just say that it's a book. And to all the people that are like,
There's no such thing as girls or guys books, and books are just books, and books don't have genders.
yes, they do. But they cater to genders. This one can be read by men. If you're a guy who got this book recommended to him, I'd say read it. Watch the show, though. Watch the show. I am an avid supporter and fan of the show. That is my 2 cents on Daisy Jones and the Six. Overall, it was a class piece. Okay, I'm done with this. Bye. I'm so confused right now.